the way I think about that is I think, there will be changes over time with the cost of tuition, the time, hopefully it takes to complete a program, and really the delivery and the effectiveness of the curriculum. So I think it's important to note that the existing methods pre-COVID, in my opinion, right, brick and mortar in-class instruction, there's no doubt that it works, right? And so I don't think that there's any reason to completely abandon them. I think what's interesting is that the brick and mortar in-class instruction had to very quickly adapt and figure out how to deliver that content online. And I think there were pros and cons with a lot of that. And, I kind of like to think about in a way that, think about the teachers essentially that are now in Zoom, conducting their classes via Zoom, right? They weren't trained to deliver programming online. So they had to either recreate their lesson plans or think about how to actually deliver it online, right? And so I think in that transition, there's very likely a number of teaching methodologies or initiatives that actually worked. And I think teachers are even saying to themselves, wow, this is actually pretty innovative, it's creative, it's really effective. And so when the economy turns back on and when all these schools open again, I think you will see a hybrid approach. I think schools are going to say, hey, listen, let's all go back to class, but are there ways that we could leverage through self-paced learning or asynchronous or synchronous learning modalities, whether it's group learning or even just delivering interactive simulations to students, right? Before, during, or after class. I think there's going to be that hybrid. Separately, there's these new online methods, right, that are proving, in my opinion, to the market that they can work, right? There are companies like MedCerts, as an example, who have been online in their entire existence, right? We develop our curriculum, we deliver it online in an asynchronous fashion, in a self-paced fashion, where students can kind of learn at their own pace. And I think, employers are finding out that works, right? There are some examples of med schools who are solving the problem of, not being able to support or facilitate clinical rotations with students, where they're now doing them virtually.
Right.
And actually turning out really good candidates. Employers are saying, well, wait a minute, I was really hesitant to even look at online learning in any form or fashion, but now they're showing that it can actually work. And so I think it'll be a lot more of the same, but I think the two worlds will eventually come together. And hopefully what I think that could do for the entire market really is to continue to disrupt it and lower the cost of education, right? Just be more effective with it, which at the end of the day is only going to help the learner and help that multi-trillion-dollar student loan debt that's out there, at least plateau, if not hopefully start to decline.